who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 22, Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On first down, Lawrence. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Lawrence will throw. And one more time, here's Kirk. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Here's Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they His decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Here's Lawrence to throw. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. We're scoreless after 1. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence, and Ingram holds it in. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 20. Yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side. And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. Trying to run for it with Pollard, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down. Barely picking it up, but they did. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he'll take this one down to about the 4. And that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's Pollard again. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Now the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. They'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 44 yards. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point try now for Patterson. Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Final play of the half, Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a give here to Pollard. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco, and the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Gets this quickly to Ingram. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now Lawrence to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. On the move to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches. Going to run again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. To the 27-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Six yards left on 2nd down. Now Prescott. And for a 3rd. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 20.